Someone said to me today, "Oh yeah, flipping. Hey, Chucks, talk about when you lend your brethren this. So you know it's one of them proper personal ones, isn't it? When you lend your brethren 2 bags to go on holiday and then he dies, what do you do?
What? You don't do shit. Right. Leave the man be. He's dead.
I just messaged the brother back. I said, "Oh shit,
you're right.
You have to write that one off. If you're gonna, you got to write that one off. But if you're feeling extra cuntish."
Get the pin code.
No, not do that. Say if it depends on what type of don he is. Yeah, if you go to the funeral and that, and then the family start
fuck off.
Wait, they start putting the jewelry on the don. Then you just take the Cuban links off the neck and just hold that. Yeah.
What, is everyone still getting buried with jewelry? Is that the thing?
I've seen that.
I'll be honest with you, mate. I'll take him to the Chelsea Home Ground. There's a bridge there. He's got to get over this. This is long. This is long. Like, cuz. My lord, mate, fucking hell. What am I going to do? Wake him up whilst he's sleeping. He's in an eternal sleep.
Fam, he's dead.
Fam, R.I.P. Rest in
he's
peace.
dead. Yeah,
you got to write that one off.
Go, yeah.
Man, man's trying to make him rest in peace. And then you want to take it. Big man, just allow him.
I can't believe he tweeted that. I can't believe he tweeted that. I genuinely I'm in shock.
I can believe he tweeted it. I doubt he will come here and say it face to face as a person.
Yeah.
But on Twitter, there is...
no rules.
None.
You know what?
Remember,
if there's no rules on Twitter, then let there be no rules on Twitter.
Yeah.
Because I know someone's coming to cancel me any second now.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah,
if there's no rules on Twitter,
but you know
let
why?
there be no rules. I've said some stuff.
I saw a mad thing on you there.
Genuinely, I just feel like the target demographic of people that you appeal to, they all understand you. The moment you're going to the commercial world and you're talking to a brand new audience that are introduced to you like that, they might be disappointed.
It's on
the horizon. That's on the horizon,
yeah.
And I think before it actually becomes a full moon or the sun, I think we should take some things down. You can even do what I did. Start again. There's no rules.
You're right. I should just delete my Twitter.
And
then start the whole thing again.
But I don't know.
You ain't got no crowd on there like that anyway.
Oh, I don't know what's on there. There's stuff on there.
Serious?
Of course, there's stuff. I've had Twitter since 2011.
I saw filthy words and just cut them off.
I saw filthy fellas.
But do you know how much words there are?
Well, you man. Little pinky. What? Little
pinky.
No,
you're right.
Quick edge. No.
Anyway, do you know what it is?
It's an investment.
It is. It 100%.
It's an investment.
No, 100%. Because you know what it is? You see them times, 2011, you could say what you wanted. And it didn't matter.
Come on, get.
Nobody. Look, I saw. What was that thing that someone put in the group, the filthy group, the other day? I think it was. And it was Kurt Angle saying, "I'm not a fan of the black people." And it was fine. I wasn't offended. You wasn't offended.
No, I would have been.
You would have been offended.
What?
I would have found it funny. Watch this. This is what Kurt Angle said. Olympic champion.
When did he say this?
Sometime on wrestling, on air.
I'm not a fan of oh shit,
man. He said,
you know, truth be told, I'm not a very big fan of the black people.
That's funny. That's funny.
It's the way he paused.
But 2019, that is a cancel.
Can I just say something though?
That's a cancel today.
I feel like if it's in the context, I think he's out of order. But I didn't see the long clip.
No, it's
the crew. Was there a crew called the Black People?
No, it's not a crew. It's wrestling.
Truth be told, I'm not a very big fan of the black people.
What? So hold on, mate. Was Vince McMahon holding the mic and giving?
No, but one of the correspondents was though. As in, he said this live on Raw.
TV.
He said it Raw.
Was this when it was WWE?
He said it on Raw. It was on Raw.
Oh, was this when it was WWF?
Yeah.
No, this is when it went to just WWE, but the logo is just WWE.
Oh, okay.
No F. So this is since that.
Yeah. Early.
This is new.
Yeah.
It's new-ish. It's newer than what it was.
All right,
but
he's
no, it was obviously no. As in, he said it. He was acting. He was playing up to whatever his role is.
Angle is now cancelled.
However, I don't think that everything's as bad as it is.
No.
Personally,
I just don't think you can be in a land that was stolen from individuals that you killed when you came from Europe, them being the ancestors, and then one of the people that have come off the back of this killing is probably Kurt Angle, and then he, the American dream, decides to go on wrestling and say, I'm not a fan of black people.
Can I say this though?
What the hell?
But he said it as a joke.
There's nothing funny about that.
Don't fall into this 2019 thing. In 2010 or whenever it was, 2005, this was funny.
No, do you know what it's funny? If Kurt Angle's my mate, I'll be honest with you, we're in a room with all of these people, there's no cameras, and he's just speaking to the 5 people that understand him as a white person, and he goes, I'm not a fan of black people. Am I gonna sit here and say?
No, that's racist.
No. But am I gonna sit here and say?
That's if you say it just to your
but
five mates.
If I say it to you, if he says it in a joke,
Yeah.
am I gonna jump down his neck? I'll be honest with you, probably not. When you now say that on World Wrestling Federation television, whatever the fuck it's called, and you got 10-year-olds that tune in that don't understand the context of what you're saying, and you're a fucking full-blown adult. Cause
That's what to say.
Listen,
especially racism, cause like, come on, bro, you're in America.
Booker T called Hulk Hogan a nigger.
Oh shit, did he?
Yeah.
Oh
Hulk
shit.
Hogan,
black.
we're coming for you, nigga.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Alright,
he
said
look,
it.
Yeah, but
listen.
come on.
Listen, do you know what? When you mention the kids element of it, that makes
It makes perfect sense.
But this is my thing anyway. Yeah. See, my man, I could say that I've cancelled him, but I didn't fuck with him anyway. So
Yeah,
it's not really a cancel. It's not really a
wrestling
cancelling.
figure. I used to choose him on
Because this is what we do all of the time. Yeah, this is what a lot of people do all of the time. People cancel things that they don't have any connection to anyway.
No.
It's
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
It's easy.
Yeah, exactly.
Wrestling,
I can just say, he's cancelled.
Wrestling was a thing for me growing up.
Yeah,
Kurt
same.
Angle was my guy.
But you know what? He wasn't mine.
He wasn't mine.
He wasn't mine.
He was my
Yo,
guy.
Listen, if Ultimate Warrior says it now, it's you. Big passer.
Nah,
What if Undertaker says it? Oh my god, this is an absolute.
Maybe
If
I'm
Kurt
different
Angle
because
says it.
I'm a man that didn't even go to town on John Terry when he said it.
That's because you're a Chelsea
Oh
fan.
shit, that's good.
You're
Exactly.
slightly racist anyway.
Oh, you are. Yeah, you were Chelsea.
Do you know what?
For that.
Racist Dan. Savage, you've been saved. Yay! Racist Dan is your new name, fam.
We say Savage
From me.
Callum now.
Nah, racist Dan. RD.
I'm from like 3 continents.
I'll give me
So I
that
can,
jargon.
I'm all over this place, and I can be racist to who I like.
Oh,
I'm not saying I'm racist, man.
Nah.
I'm
But
not saying
as in, I understand it's inappropriate, but
Yeah.
inappropriate used to be funny.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
honest
now
with you.
inappropriate.
No,
is
but
funny.
you know what it is?
Yeah.
Inappropriate used to be funny because we used to be younger, so we used to find it funny because we just were a little bit ignorant. I think there's nothing wrong with that. As you get older and you got a bit of knowledge now, you can't just want 2011 again. Big man, I'm out
But
here.
even 15,
2019
16-year-olds are cancelling people.
Well,
No,
look,
but they can't. They don't even have a yard. About cancel thing. Go fill up something, dog. About you want cancel.
listen,
You need counselling.
that's true. That's true. That's true.
You them are crazy, dog. You know like that, Callum.
Do you know what it is?
Racist,
Yeah.
Dan.
Like, inappropriate jokes are my thing. Inappropriate jokes is my thing. But there still has to be a time and a place.
I don't know.
on, fam.
All right, for example, I'm at a kid's party the other day. Yeah, three
No, the
years
North
old.
Ma-
Yeah.
That can
Fam,
still.
I'm already
Kids
out.
party? No.
No, wait. Can I, just to stop you, because I'm going to let you land. Yeah, but a kid's party, a kid's party and an inappropriate joke can still work for me. No. So there's still, like, but there's
Context.
It's context exactly. So it depends on the time and the place
It's
and
my
what it is.
It's my little sister's party.
It's getting worse.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's-
it's a bit
She's
mad.
7 or 8.
She
She's got
is
friends around.
ju-
There's younger
single
kids.
digit.
There's other, and people are telling jokes. So I said, I got a joke.
Oh,
I didn't get to finish it because my mum went. Nah, mum weren't having
you
it.
did get to finish it.
But I started it with there was an English man, an Irish man, and an Indian man. You know them jokes are just they were jokes back then.
I
but
thought you
now
were
they're
going to say
racist
Englishman, an
jokes.
Irishman, and a paedophile.
Huh?
And that's where you said an inappropriate joke. So I thought that's where you was going with it.
Are you trying to
I'm
get
sorry.
on the BBC?
Oh, that's-
That's what I thought you was going with it.
we could all be cancelled just from this convo.
I'm sorry. I'm
I
so-
was the first man to get cancelled that in 2011 because of a Dappy video. And I'm still sitting here.
Yeah,
you
so
know what?
the Englishman, the Irishman, and the Indian man. I mean, it just depends on where you go with that.
People, sorry, gone.
Yeah, it depends on where you go with that.
Yeah, but where's Dan gonna go?
Yeah,
We're
where
not gonna
are
finish
you
the joke.
going?
I'm
Where
not gonna,
you
it's
going?
not my joke. It's a joke of the internet.
But where you going with
I'm
it?
not finishing the joke.
You're not.
Yeah, so what?
have to
Did it
finish
have
the
something
joke
to do with children?
No,
So then what? Like,
it's just a joke that only adults should be hearing.
oh, okay, and there was children around.
Yeah.
But we'll blank
Okay.
it out because I need to hear this.
No.
No.
Okay.
Are we gonna
Now
break it
can't.
out?
No. Do you know
Yeah,
what?
no, we'll-
no,
No,
we'll say it
no,
after.
I'm not gonna blank
We'll say
it out.
after. We'll say it after. We'll say it after when
No,
the
then
camera's
just
on.
say it.
Racist Callum. You're trying to get him cancelled. No. Down your back, my guy. I'm sorry, my bro. Racist Callum.
But you know what though, because this is the thing. As I said, time and the place. But there could still be an inappropriate joke in a place like that, which is a good time and a place for me to find it extra funny. Because there's certain things. I don't know if this ever happens to you, yeah, where someone says a joke in an inappropriate, like at an inappropriate time, but it makes it extra funny.
I've got an example.
What's that?
Kids party as well. But my timing was perfect. No, but my timing was perfect. When I was younger, we all know I was a couple of nuggets short of a Happy Meal. So there was this girl, and she claimed that this guy was the dad, but everyone in the hood was saying he wasn't the dad.
God.
Oh wow.
So when she's come now, she goes, "Oh my gosh, should we look for daddy?" I said, "That'll take you all day."
Oh no! See, I would have loved that.
Now to me, no, I'm not saying this right.
I'm not gonna lie, I would have loved that.
At 20 years old or however old I was, that was hilarious.
I would have loved it.
Busting up.
Yeah.
She got quite upset when she found out. I understood. I apologized.
Oh, she didn't hear
See?
you say. She didn't hear you say.
Nah, I would never.
Okay, now that's okay. That's a good
I'm
job.
gonna be honest with you.
That's a good job.
That's
There was
a
like 4
perfect
people
joke. That's
around.
Listen, I know some people would be so upset about that,
good job.
but that's what makes it extra funny.
But
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
my argument at 20 years old was, well, you shouldn't have your pom pom fly out here and rare. It's your fault.
Did you say that?
What do you mean? When I was younger, I was crazy, fam. I admit it. There was something wrong with me
Yeah,
because
that's
she
when
was,
the joke's not funny.
that's-
It's not a joke now. Now it's a
No,
rant.
but this is way after. When she's come to me, I'm like, what? Cuz, if you don't want no one to chat about you, why you out here like this?
Oh, so your back was against the wall now.
that's it. Yeah,
What?
Came out
You
swinging.
fully-
Yeah.
But I couldn't move now.
Yeah.
I'm stacked. I was wrong for that. I apologise in the end after like an hour and a half.
Yeah, but by then the damage is already done. You've already said truth in jest,
But
and that hurts.
Yeah.
can we confirm one thing? I can all tell you that was inappropriate. But if that was in a film that came out tomorrow and that same scenario happened, does everyone laugh?
Films have their own.
Does
It
everyone
depends-
laugh?
If it's Jamie Foxx says it, I will do. If Jamie Foxx says it, I'll laugh.
So you'll laugh.
Yes.
And that's the sad thing about life. It's not a film. That's the moral of that story.
I just want it.
Listen, give me an
I
inappropriate
just want
joke any
consistency.
day.
I just want consistency.
Yeah,
Give me that, though.
yeah, I
That's
hear
it.
that.
That's
So
it.
that kind of defines who you are.
Either something's funny. I don't want none of this borderline VAR shit. Let's have a look at this joke and see.
Yeah.
You know the
No,
settings
it
of it.
depends who's coming from. Frankie Boyle can
settings.
say what he wants. Alhan can say what he wants. Shout
Yes.
out Alhan. Vuj makes some jokes that are weird. Like the other day, he filmed himself and he goes, "Ooh, getting booty. I'm getting a booty or something." Like, and I'm like, "What the hell's this boy doing?" But because it's Vuj, I'm like, "All right."
Yeah, it's
whatever.
probably how you're perceived. So
You know what
if
I'm
you're
saying?
perceived as very serious and you say something like, "I'm gonna go have a wank," people will be like, "Oh."
Yeah, that's what.
Whereas if you're
that makes
Russell
that.
Brand saying, "I'm gonna go have a wank," it's just like,
Yeah, but that's not that
Right,
funny.
innit?
Yeah, that's not that funny because you just expect that, kinda.
huh?
That's but you wouldn't laugh at it that much because you would just kind of expect that.
No, but at the same time,
It's
if
always
you
funny
know-
when you
Yeah,
wouldn't
go on.
expect it. When you
No.
wouldn't expect it from someone, that's when it is funny as well.
But yeah and no, because the Russell Brand experience is something personally I would love to have immersed myself in when he was really at the height of his madness. So at the time,
Yeah.
if I met him and he goes, "Oh, lads, we're gonna have a little wank," I'd have been like, "Oh my god, he's really like this. This is sick." I might have just laughed because
Yeah.
of how overwhelming everything was. So
Yeah.
again, it all depends.
I think for like when it comes to race jokes as well, I think sometimes it just depends on who's saying the joke.
Does it?
For some
This
people,
depends. I can't just say
This
a
is-
black joke, can I?
Oh, what do you mean a black joke racist, Callum?
No,
I just can't say a joke offending black people, can I? No, you can't, Callum.
Exactly.
Not a black
So of
joke.
course it matters who it comes from.
So we've seen so many black comedians tell white jokes.
Yeah, because we were oppressed for years. It's the least we can
So
do.
do we? So that's our thing.
I'm not gonna lie. I think you do get.
Do you know what it is? With the amount of shit that we... Do you know what it is, yeah? If you, say, for example, you
I think
cheat
we
on your
get a
girl
pass.
for like 10 years. If she's still moaning 5 years later, big man, just allow her. You gave her 10 years of shit. We had centuries of shit. To the point where our ancestors... Like, as class back as our granddads are probably still feeling the effects of slavery in some capacity. So if we want to run joke about white people today, I'm not saying we're in the right, but you can give us a blind
Am
due
I
to
the
the
only
circumstances.
person that you see, like, if you're at, like, not that I go to many stand-up shows or whatever, but when there's jokes about white people, I start thinking, I wonder how the white people feel.
yeah.
As in, like, are they uncomfortable?
But why would you be uncomfortable when you know that's the environment?
Because even though something's true and that's the environment, you can still be made to feel uncomfortable.
Of course you can, but then don't put yourself there. No one's forcing you to be there.
Sometimes I take away the. Sometimes I do take away the white in the joke and put the black in there,
What do you mean? Huh?
just to hear how it sounds then. And I think,
Oh, okay. Wait.
do you get me?
No.
Have
That
any-
sounds like some mad porn. Take the white away, put them. I'm like, ugh.
I'm like,
No,
cuckold.
Sometimes I do because sometimes I do think
Give me
that.
an example.
So like if someone's telling a white joke, yeah. Sometimes I might listen to the joke and think, okay, let's say this joke was the exact same, but it was with a black person. What would my energy be then? Now, to be honest with you, like I'm a human being, innit? So naturally, forget race. Just in certain elements of life anyway, I'm gonna have elements of bias. I just am. So there's gonna be certain things that I'm gonna be okay with, and there's gonna be some other things that I'm just not gonna be okay with because of my bias, whether it's conscious or unconscious. Do you get me? But sometimes I'll do it. Sometimes I listen and I think, I'm like, how would that joke sound? But do you know what? For me, let me tell you something here. See, with comedians and that, if a comedian does say like there's a white comedian who does make inappropriate jokes about black people or whatever, and I don't find them funny. For me personally, I just think that's okay. This is just the reason why I don't like you. And I think that like everybody, if you are artistic or you are creative, you are going to have things about you which people are going to like and which some people are just not going to like.
But what if you're I'm not easily offended.
Neither am I.
But if I see, like the like white guys that are on, I don't know, BBC comedians or whatever it is, like the ones that are on TV on stage that you see at like 11 p.m. at night and when nothing else is on. And they say something about, so I see that black guy and he got jerk chicken. I'm already like this. I'm already looking at the TV like,
where's you going with this?
What are you doing here?
Where you going with
what I'm saying?
this?
Just because you've hit a stereotype. I know the stereotype is true. I know it's true. But I still don't like it.
No, but it's not true.
Well, what's going? Okay, so this. All right.
Is
so
it not true?
No, it's not. But remember,
Who do you associate jerk chicken with more than anyone in the world?
Jamaicans.
Yeah.
But when you come to like London, where we're just black people, so then you end up.
No, we're
like,
not.
Sometimes for time we've just been black people.
What do you mean, like to them, or are you just saying?
Not to us. To us, we know the pattern. But essentially, we're just like IC3. So once you've got a piece of jerk chicken in your hand, they will just say to you, Bob Marley. They don't even care. Like, there's no.
They're not far off, though.
What race of people do you think when I
If they say Bob Marley,
I say, Singapore noodles? Do you know what I'm saying? There's just food that is associated with people.
No, but that is just your ignorance. I was trying to say to you, because we're black here, if someone tries to drop that ignorance on us, we know everything because we just grown up in it. And if we try and drop that ignorance on people from Singapore, we might be singing rich. No, we wouldn't.
So wait, okay, let me say this.
But you see what I'm saying? Like,
I'm with you. I get you. Yeah. So let me ask this question then, yeah? Should stereotypes be taken out of jokes unless you were talking about your own stereotype?
I feel like it's hard to tell jokes about stereotypes in general.
I think stereotypes can be funny at times. Now, this is the thing. I was a bit sensitive about this. I think when we had a conversation about this before, with the stereotype of going to a Caribbean shop. Because there was always this stereotype that you go to a Caribbean shop and the woman is rude.
All right. Who saw... Yeah, Ian
Wright said the exact same thing today.
What did
Ian
he say?
Wright said it today.
Exactly what you
just said.
Oh, okay.
But who was telling that story?
Well, I've heard black people say the story. The majority
who's really telling the story?
Black people.
So if black people are telling you about their negative experiences in a black environment, I've got no problem
So
with
what
that.
if a white man who goes to a Caribbean shop who has the same experience talks about that? Is that a pass?
I'm going to ask him how many times has he had that experience. If it is one time out of 200 visits, I don't feel like you're able to talk to me about this.
So I'm with you.
The joke's gone by then. The joke's done.
But let me hear you. You see, when you're immersed within the culture, so that's why it depends what type of white person. You might be going there more frequently, so you understand that. So the way you're going to convey the joke, I already know you're out here with the man them, so I'm not going to... But if I see white shirt, like you're about to go and do Sky Sports, trying to do that joke, and like me and you can both tell you only listen to Skepta in 2017.
I'm with you.
I've got an issue, big man. Because I've been out here listening to Skepta from time Joel Santana. You know what I'm saying?
This is what I'm with Poe. This is what I'm with Poe, yeah? Wait, this is what I'm with Poe. If a man tells this joke off the back of hearing a black person talk about this stereotype, big issue. But... Big issue. But... there are white people that have grown up in black areas that consistently go to Caribbean and African restaurants. So if they are talking about it, I don't have an issue with it. The problem is what happens when you don't know where they come from.
No, but do you know what it is, yeah? You can just smell it.
That's true. Sometimes you can tell by their experiences.
You can just tell when a man has got a little bit of seasoning.
It's the way they say it.
It's the way they say it. It's the way they've carried themselves, the way they've walked on stage.
It's the attention.
Everything about that package says...
And it's the attention to detail as well.
The attention to detail as well.
So when they say certain things, Like,
Yeah, that makes you understand that. Yeah,
He
it was
knows.
actually
He knows
them.
the pattern, yeah.
they get
If
it.
they make a unique experience and
Yeah.
give specific areas and the name of a lady and the way certain things taste and tell you they're approaching it, oh yeah, my brethren brought me here, and they let you know that I just didn't come across this, like my brethren introduced me to this and this is the experience I had. Big man.
So you want them to be the
documentary.
blackest white person they can be before they can validate this joke.
No, I want them to be an individual that I recognize as being part of the community, because I don't think Jamie Howard is the blackest white person, but when he used to tell jokes like that, I fully knew he was out here.
yeah, but,
I just-
yeah,
I
but that
just-
wasn't that
I
because we
just
saw
rules.
him? Wasn't that because we saw
I
him?
didn't see him before then, so maybe for you, but I didn't really see him. So, but I could tell the way he carried himself, and then after I started speaking to him, my sentiment was right. He was really out here with a man them. So I don't feel it weird for him to just basically share an experience that he's been having for quite some time. But when it's just any Tom, Dick and Harry from Hartlepool, big man, we have a problem.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. I'm so conflicted because I feel like it's okay. It's not okay for you to say something racist and to spread some type of propaganda and all of that type of stuff. Yeah. However, I do think that if you are doing it to like-minded people who feel exactly the same as you, there's a part of me that's like, that's okay, because that's just the reason why I will just never fuck with you, and I'll never watch. And I'm a person like this as well. Yeah, I'm not a man where like if I don't like somebody, I'm still following them. The amount of times where like people are like so outraged by things that I've said on the podcast, or they're just like my presence pisses them off, but they're constantly still following me. I'm not one of them. If one person does something here that I proper don't like, I'm not making a big deal out of it. I'll just do what I need to do so that you're out of my existence.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So
What do you want?
Huh?
You just want to have a good time. I'm gonna Bluetooth
So you
bud
gotta
you.
do- huh?
I understand that. You just want to have a good time.
So my thing is, if you are going to do that and you are going to be inappropriate and all of that, that's cool, because that just is something that is going to make me either like you or not
dislike,
like you. And that's cool. That's okay. I don't want to like everyone and I don't want to dislike everyone, but we need to differentiate something here. So you know what? Give me something. Give me some inappropriate thing.
Can I give you an example?
And I'll work it out from there.
I think Chucky is a very skilled DJ who fully knows the ins and outs of any world that you can put him within the quote-unquote urban world. So if Chucky knows you have to play a particular set of music to particular audiences, that's because he's lived there. Now, if an individual, and I'm not saying I've got a problem with this, but I can see why people would. Now, if a brother from Scunthorpe comes down, knows nothing about anything, but just goes to all of Chucky's sets, sees what he does, and then plays a similar set of the music he plays from Chucky's set and starts getting bare bookings off the back of that, but he don't know nothing about the culture, so when he comes there, he's not really giving the respect it deserves. He's just treating it like any other random job, when we know it's more than that. Sometimes you might have to talk to the promoter, have a little juice and vibe out and show man, yeah, man's here. Whereas they're just treating it like a job. If someone had an issue with that, because Snips has had issues with that plenty of times, where he's really immersed in some genuine music and people are coming in and kind of just making a mockery of it, just trying to make a little bit of money and duck out, I understand why someone will get upset with that. So if we go back to that joke about in the Caribbean shop, if you're authentically telling that joke from a good place because you want to make people laugh and it's happened to you and you found it funny at the time and it always happens to you and I'm going to tell everyone, that's the reason why we told jokes at the start anyway, I got no problem with that. But if you've seen that works with that audience and you don't know nothing, so you're just going to come and tell that joke without no knowledge of anything, I do have an issue with that, really. Because I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't just go to someone's area, someone's culture, just take all the parts of it that I like and then just display it like it's fucking mine and then monopolize and like, bro, then you're just as bad as all the people you hate.
How long do we hold the issue? Because that's the next thing.
You play it by ear.
Okay.
I hear that.
Because my thing is,
You know what I'm saying?
holding the issue, like holding
Big
it,
issue.
holding it is like, okay, cool. I'm not cool with that. But then what happens from there?
My next part is I think that's to do with the individual, because you've identified you have a problem with this person for what they're doing. It's now up to that person to take the parts that might be true, and if they really care about Wagwan, making a change. Because as they make a change, you're going to give them a blight subconsciously because you see them making an effort.
And what if they don't?
Well, then, big man.
Cancelled. You're over there, sir. Yeah, and that's what I'm good with that. You can be over there and I can be over here.
That's why I rate when you said that you're not, because me, I'm like that. Honestly, yeah, if I don't like you, I don't want to see you.
Yeah.
I don't want to know you're having a nice day. I don't want to hear anything, fam.
I tried to mute the whole existence.
No, I'm not even muting you. I'm unfollowing. You have to understand
that's what
that
I
I
mean,
don't
yeah.
like
I haven't got too many
No, I knew you
people
meant that. I was
I
being
don't
silly.
like.
Who, me? I
haven't got too many people I don't like.
Okay, it doesn't necessarily even have to be
Like, people I don't. You see, like people there's people I just don't fuck with.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I don't like them, but as in people I don't like.
Yeah.
It depends on it depends what type of person you are. The reason why I don't like certain people is because, unfortunately, I put myself in a position where I like to do a lot for people.
Yeah.
So if somebody doesn't appreciate what I've done for them, I get so angry because everything I've done has come from a good place. So for you to now take all this good energy I've given you and make it something negative and make it seem like I must accept that, that angers me. I won't lie to you. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
You mean I was a loyal person to you. I showed you huge amounts of respect. And then you've got rid of those, and I've just got to allow it in it and just leave it because that's life. That's not my life, big man.
I hear that still.
I just want to have a good time.
Do you know what it is as well, Dan, though? It's not like you don't have to not like somebody to that degree. Remember you said there's people that you don't fuck with.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily, you don't hate them. You don't dislike them. You just don't
it's
really,
just like,
or whatever.
You're not
But that's another dynamic. So that's another dynamic where if I don't really fuck with you, then I'm just going to keep you over there so as well. It's not that deep.
Yeah.
But I just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've never really been over here.
Huh?
So then, you've never really been over here. You've always kind of been over there anyway. So
Exactly.
it's like, it's nothing to just leave you over there.
Yeah.
But you see, when you're over here, I have to make it clear I don't like you so you can go over there now. I can't just pretend that you're... Some people are just comfortable having people in their life that they don't like.
Yeah.
And I don't understand
can't do that.
I know people that will keep people in their life because of it will help them through work, or they got a mortgage or they got kids to look after. Big man, I'm telling you right now, if men are like you, you have to go over there. Because you see that bad energy?
Yeah.
I've realised for the past 2 years and Halfcast I was bringing it here. That's not you man's problem.
Yeah.
Just
Problem. It's not the listener's
Exactly.
problem. They don't want to listen to me moan. They're listening to me chat shit today, but I'm having a good time though.
Let's just say this then. Back on the jokes thing, because while we're on it, yeah.
Come on.
What happens if, right, a white person has lived not necessarily in a black area, but experienced black people in some dynamics, yeah?
Vicariously through other people, or
No, through their own experiences
In what
and make
capacity?
their own stereotypes off the back of that.
then the way they convey the joke, I have to get that sentiment. So like when you watch like them animal programs,
I got you.
and them man haven't been there, and they're just like white snow. You're like, yeah, he hasn't been there.
Yeah, okay.
He's just letting me know there's white snow. He's all slowing down. I rate that.
He's giving you the real basic.
The penguins walk gently across the snow. I'm like, I can see that, big man. It lets me know that we're all learning
Yeah,
this together.
of course.
I'm fucking with
Yeah,
that.
of course. Yeah,
but
I
if
hear
the
you.
man said, that you know how the penguins just always move fast
What
around.
about if it's
What?
a disconnected race joke? So, for example, look at this. Is one of my best jokes. Yeah.
Hey,
God.
you.
Why are black people so tall?
Well, I ain't.
Chucky. But why are black people so tall?
God.
Because they're Negroes.
Oh.
It's a good joke.
If a white man says that, is that an issue?
Is it a problem? It's big problems.
Bro,
Because
is
he's
it?
because
If Callum says that,
I think that's an issue. I knew this.
if Callum says that, what happens?
Do you know the question
What
I asked
happens?
you? Why was your thought process there in the first place, big man?
See,
Why
I would
could-
laugh.
It's a good
for me,
joke.
for me,
It's too close. To
Do you know what? I think I would probably laugh more if a white man said it.
100%.
you would, yeah, but the killer is that white man has thought about not saying it. You see me, if I have to think,
That's
about
why I
not
find it
saying
funny.
But I'm just not on that.
See, that's the thing. The
You find
thing.
it funny because it makes the guy uncomfortable saying it. That's why.
Yeah. So like, there's
You're
different
twisted.
dynamics of why I
You're
find it
so
funny.
twisted.
One, because he may have thought, do you know what? Maybe this is not right for me to say it, but you know when he's just growing the balls.
yeah, he's like,
and just
fuck
said fuck it. Then that might make me laugh.
Yeah.
There's like loads of different things that might, but then it does depend on the person too. If I don't fuck with you, and you say it, I might even still laugh. You know what?
honestly, it's just a good joke.
You know what? I'm fucked.
It's just a
I'm
good
gonna be
joke.
honest.
I'll tell you
with
why
I'm
I can't do
fucked.
it.
I'm fucked.
Chucky, I've learned I don't trust nobody. You give people an inch, they end up in Australia. And right now we're in London. I have a problem with that. So
Okay,
if I
'cause
laugh
yeah.
at this right now,
Then there's the next
I
one
don't know
coming.
what's going on next. Before you know it, you're telling me, would you call 100 black people in the swimming pool? Cocoa Pops. And I'm looking at it like, big man, you're at my family reunion. Like, could you find a better time? I trusted you. We were friends. I offered you water.
I pick up Cocoa Pops.
Cause I'm not on it. They try to call it Choco Krispies. Idiot. Had to go back like my hairline. So I'm just saying, personally, big man, there's so much context to this situation. It's not black and white like a zebra crossing. There's a little grey area.
So what? Yeah. So in a nutshell, we couldn't really decipher whether it's okay for a white man to say a black joke. It just depends on the context. However, a black man can say any white joke.
Well, I'm not saying that, but I'm gonna say to them, for being oppressed for so many years,
You have to just hold it.
Of that, just hold up.
You have to hold it.
My brethren, yeah. Let me show you something. A couple years ago, my brethren broke up with this girl, and she left him. And he's like, poet, I'm trying to get back with her, but she's just stressing me out and saying this and saying that. And I said to him, big man, because of the circumstances, if this never happened, you didn't cheat and she didn't find out, I tell you, leave the food. But she's hurt, big man. Weather the storm. And when you get past, then you start making adjustments. But come on, cuz, like, it's just happened. Slavery really and truly, it's just happened,
Okay.
really.
Let me
Just
stop you there
allow it
quickly.
For a little while.
Maybe, yeah, this is just coming to my head now, yeah.
Cool,
See, when you said, yeah, that, okay, so because we've been oppressed for so many years, all of these type of things, yeah, they just have to hold it.
like a
Shouldn't that be
process.
in the context of if we're talking about if the joke comes from that?
This
If
is
the
what
joke
but
comes
Chuck,
from,
Potentially.
if the joke comes from that, then they have to hold everything.
But
Yeah.
Chuck,
because
I
if
hear
it's-
you, but do you know how complex the situation is? It's so confusing. It's so crazy. There's so many dynamics to it. I would just simply say to the comedian, guess what? The beautiful thing about life is NSG. We have options. So go other places. You don't have to make this joke. It doesn't depend. Your life doesn't depend on it. Like if you don't do it, the world still spins. So instead of going into this world of confusion, look at this beautiful world there. Garden of Eden, 67 bus. Jump on. Get your Oyster card.
Do you know
It's a
what I might
different
say
world.
though? Go into the world of confusion, but just know I might not like you.
But bro,
Corridor
go
of
into another one.
uncertainty.
I might
to
not like
another
you.
one.
But you know what? I
Try
might
that
love
one.
you. Go in there, I might love you.
Yeah.
But you know what? I might not like
Yeah, but
you.
Chucky,
so
the-
just know that.
But Chucky,
Yeah.
you are not a representation of every black person. So I'm saying I'm not
Ain't
going
I?
to tell you. Nah, you're
Okay.
short for one. Look at the joke that Chucky Dan just told a minute ago. For two now, if I'm saying that as a black person, he might validate that and say he can make that joke in front of any black person. I'm telling you right now, there are some of my cousins, even the white people they've known for years, cannot make these jokes. So I'm saying because I don't know what type of world I'll be letting you into if I condone this, big man, fall back, man. Just fall back. Bellerman, come on, man.
No, I hear that still.
Race is one of the big ones, but there's other jokes. All of these jokes, a lot of them are built on things that are just inappropriate.
Women,
Women,
when we joke about
we
women.
can't do that no more.
I learned that the hard way, cuz. Come on now.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's another thing. That's another dynamic.
But I
We have to be
deserve that.
careful.
Yeah.
But I deserve that.
But this is the thing. Okay, so this is where again where I almost keep the same energy. Make the joke. But I might not like it.
Yeah,
And I
I
might
hear
not
that.
like you.
I'm with that
I might
still.
not like you.
I hear that.
But I'm not going to stop you from doing that.
But Chucky, again, you'll keep talking about you, and I'm saying to you,
Yeah, I hear
you
you.
are not a representation of the situation.
only speak for
that's
myself.
if it was you talking about midgets that live in West London that wear Trapstar t-shirts, you can encourage them to make the joke because you're the only person that is directed to. But it's not the case. When it's other people that are going to be affected, we've just got to say to ourselves, you know what, Gazer? Let me give you a bit of a blight.
Do you know
You
what?
can make the joke. It don't offend me. but
I
it could
don't
offend
think.
them.
I think if we're not careful, we're gonna end up with zero jokes ever.
But there's bare jokes to tell that are funny.
Give me one.
You told
Give
me
me
a
one
couple
that's
today.
inappropriate.
You told me a couple today that are inappropriate, and I telling you right now, if it's coming from you, I'm laughing.
But-
But if Adam and Steve want to say it, and they're going back to Stevenage in their little middle class, I might have a problem with
Yeah,
it.
but there
And I'm
might,
feeling
there might be a word for that soon.
Funny is
You see,
subject.
like that word that you can
Oh,
tell that
I
joke, but
hate
you
that.
can't tell that joke because I don't think you're well enough qualified to tell that joke. There's gonna be a word for that soon.
But why?
That ends in an ism.
Yeah, that's true.
I hate them words, you know.
That's true.
Jokeism.
You know what?
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck
exactly.
off.
He's a jokist.
But remember, like funny is subjective.
It is.
Yeah.
It is we say that there is bare jokes to tell that is funny. That just might be one of them.
But Chucky,
I
everything.
got bare jokes. What do you call a woman?
Oh, stop it.
What do you,
Allow it,
what do you,
allow it.
no. What do you call a woman that throws her bills in the fire?
I think I've heard that.
Bernadette. These These are good jokes. That's it.
Was it okay? Yeah.
That was alright.
And it wasn't. Was it racist?
No.
Not anything.
Somebody would be upset.
It wasn't
So
even
there you go.
sexist.
So I told you there's bare jokes. You just told one big
Somebody
man.
would be upset.
Somebody would be upset
Wait,
with that. Yeah.
yeah,
That
but
would fall under jokeism.
Yeah, but exactly.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then for
yeah.
them people,
That is the
cancel
title
them.
of this podcast.
No, we
I'm sorry.
cancel them. We cancel them. We cancel
them.
What we should do is make a cancelling site for people that want to cancel anything.
Yes.
And
Bro,
we cancel all of
that's
them.
true.
We put them together and we say, why don't you lot have a big conversation about cancelling?
Yeah.
And then you can be happy and hopefully seek cancelling at the end of it.
Yeah.
Because we're over here, we're kind of cool, you know. We know what we can say, we know what we can't say. It's the people that are not sure about these things.
Yeah.
See people that, for example, you see people that haven't grown up amongst like, and I'm not saying talking for everyone, but a lot of my friendship groups anyway, people that haven't really grown up through like real problems. I'm talking the electricity keys just run out and we're getting £10 on Friday and big man, it's Tuesday. Like real financial problems and real life problems and bullying and all of these real things. Sometimes they're the first people to want to do this anti-blackness and save this and do that, and it's just like half the people going through it are going through it and just trying to better their lives and do the right thing. Yes, you can stand up for it, but don't fucking be the face of it. And that's my problem with these situations. Half the people that are offended about these things are genuinely not offended. Yeah. They just want to back something and feel a part of something and just be like, I'm doing something right, because they probably had really shit lives.
I think what it is as well, yeah, is that once you follow one of these rules, you gotta follow all of these rules.
Okay.
So now we've got South Park, who are still putting out seasons of madness.
Yeah, I love it.
But because they're basically saying we're not listening to no rules.
Yes.
We're not giving anyone any slack. You are all getting it.
No, but you know
every
why?
stereotype is getting it.
No. But they're not really. For me, they're very specific, especially when it comes to celebrities. They won't get at black celebrities in whole. They will take particular types. So they'll take Michael Jackson, take Will Smith, and they will stereotype them to a certain extent.
But they talk about things like, even in one of the Michael Jackson ones, there was like, we've got to get him in jail because he's black.
Yeah, but you know what they're doing?
Like they're literally saying it.
They're basically saying that's what America does.
Yes, yeah.
They're taking from Canada,
but you see, like these stereotypes, there is a double-edged sword to it. So, as in, there is no smoke without fire.
Okay, and this is the other thing, though.
But they're not getting
Where does it
again by doing that?
Where
They're
do we,
white people.
where do we draw the line?
Or racist white people.
And what are they?
Yeah, they're correct.
But what are they though? They're white. So I'm up for that. They're using their power for the greater good. It's
Yeah,
free
I don't-
guys.
All right,
So,
okay,
okay.
but okay. So then, by that same token, then, because I'm with you.
I love that.
I'm just
You know the
unpacking things.
token you in South Park is called token.
Yeah.
Oh, is
The
it?
black guy.
Token.
But by that same token, then really, when somebody makes a fat joke,
Yeah.
really, they should have to be living that fat life. And we
fat
shouldn't
jokes,
laugh.
We can't even make that really anymore because it's fat shit.
You can't exactly.
feel
It's the same with short jokes.
But that's why I said to you,
Yes.
there's a grey area.
It's the same
though.
thing.
Exactly.
But I said to you, there's a grey area. So I feel like everything needs context. Like,
So-
I'm not
and the
gonna
thing is,
go,
can I- sorry
I'm not
to
going to go
interrupt
to
you.
Weight Watchers and make a fat joke, am I?
No.
That would be funny.
See, you fucking bastard.
But listen, but I am fucked. But look, at least I'm keeping the same energy.
I hear that.
I'm still saying that, look, I'm going to laugh at certain things. And also, but I may not like it. I might hate it. But I think that also it does tap into like what is our biases and what is our unconscious biases. Because we might feel a mad type of way when it comes to a certain type of joke, but if somebody makes a fat joke, we may just not keep that same energy and just laugh. But you know what? There's a fat person out there who feels really offended by that. It's the same with a short joke.
Let me show you the grey area.
You could do this.
Let me show you the grey area, because with me, you touched on something that I can say I agree with. Sometimes I've laughed not because of the joke, because you've decided to say that here.
Yes.
Alhan does it all the time. So I'm more laughing at your bravery and things like that.
Same.
But if it's racism bravery, you can keep that, big man.
Yeah.
See, I think you know what it is. Yeah,
You can
this
keep
is what
that,
I
big
think.
man. Mel Gibson,
We all
Braveheart,
have our
keep it.
biases, and you know what? Like, we just have to just be honest with that and say, you know what? You can do whatever you want to do, but this one here is just not for me. I'm just not gonna like.
We're gonna
it.
need to just find a
but
balance.
also the things that you are allowed to do, someone else might not like that.
Yeah, but you live in communities though, innit? So it's like you have to understand your community and not disrespect it. That's why I'm saying I can't speak for the commercial world. I don't know what goes on over there. So I've decided to stay within this world because I kind of understand the parameters. So I'm not going to disrespect this community that supports me and allows me to feed myself and them things there because they support me.
Yeah.
But if I went to the commercial world and it's different rules and I can't say this and can't say that, If I wanted to stay there, I'd have to respect that community as well. But I'll be honest with you, that's why you find me over in a Halfcast, Gasworks. I'm just out here doing my thing because I don't want to be over there because them man there just on a mad thing.
When you are a comedian, though, essentially, an element of it is you are making your own community to a degree too. Because remember, people come to your show because they like you,
But you
so
do
they
a-
buy
you
into
do a
you.
particular
So you have
style,
a like-minded bunch of people. The
Yeah.
thing is, I guess in the build-up to even having a fan base, you probably have to go to different communities and shows where you don't know anyone and it's a bunch of people or whatever. But you know what? Bunch of people that you don't know. But essentially, your personality is what is going to make people love you or is going to make people hate you. And what can you do?
But I was saying to you that community that you create exists anyway. So if there's, for example,
Yeah.
you see music, there's a soul community. If a new soul star comes out, that's just the person in soul you like.
That's true.
But the community of soul always existed there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like controversial comedy. Like the reason why people love Alhan, he's a breath of fresh air because, and they'll relate him to people that they used to have in the past that they liked because that was the community of comedians. You know where I'm coming from? And it's like there's no new.
You need
one
red
like
card.
that.
You need red card comedians. You
Come
have
on.
to. You
Yes,
have to have
that-
them.
yeah.
Somebody who's gonna rip everyone. I don't care who you are. I'm gonna rip me. I'm gonna rip you. I'm gonna rip everyone's culture.
Dan,
And
Filthy
that's it.
Fellas.
Yeah.
Filthy Fellas, honestly,
shouldn't
we
be
shouldn't be
friends.
friends at all.
Yeah, you lot say some outrageous things to each other.
What?
sometimes.
Miles gets killed every week.
Yeah, do you
got
know
that
what?
man
You lot-
saying I got sacked from Copper 90, which is not true. Can I just
I
officially
heard
claim
that.
it's not true? Like, bro, like everything happens.
That's
It's
gonna skip the
mad.
whole season. The fact that they're saying that you got sacked, they're gonna say that the whole
Yeah,
season.
the whole
Bro,
season.
certain
And
things
Miles is
didn't
gonna
even
hold-
Not happen. Miles almost got on Love Island allegedly. We killed him for that.
Killed him.
This is what I'm saying. It doesn't matter, even if it's just one little thing. I dare you to talk to a girl midweek and not leave with that number.
Oh!
I dare you.
Furthermore, I
This
fell
is-
off the stage on Sunday. I fell off a bloody stage at a patter event.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Clean, not like I'm talking clean drop. I'm 6'5". I dropped for 37 minutes, 12 seconds, Chucky. I was dropping so long, I forgot what happened to initially make me drop in the first place. By the time I actually landed and hit the floor, the man had.
Did you
finished
fall
playing his
straight
set.
on your back? Bro, 'cause I'm not gonna lie, you're skinny, bro. So that because you could have broke your back
Oh.
one time. His neck could have snapped all the way off.
1-1.
The only thing is, where Chucky, if Chucky fell from where I fell from, he'd still be falling down.
See?
2-1.
Oh my god! Imagine.
Stretch for me, stretch.
But yeah,
for me.
you
So I'm
can't make
sorry,
any mistakes. You make any mistakes and you're getting killed for it.
bro.
Yeah.
And to see the community of people that watch us, they're just on that same. They cuss us in the comment. They cuss, and you know what? A part of me loves it.
Yeah.
He loves
But it's
it.
good. It's a little bit of the human part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like people just ripping them. Like you see, losing your job. It's a serious thing. It's a serious thing. We shouldn't really be making big jokes about it.
No, but I'm
not
glad
talking about
you do. No,
I'm
but even if me,
I'm talking
I'm
about
glad-
Bolt. Bolt lost his as well. So
Oh yeah. Did he?
We just kill him for it.
Oh shit.
Like this is the thing. So you make any mistakes, they don't even have to be yours.
But
you're
I'm
getting
glad-
killed for
Is the losing the job one a trigger for you though? Because I
for
see
me.
your face look a little bit. Yeah, just a tiny bit.
No,
when he
do you know
mentioned
what it
it, it was just a tiny
No,
bit.
no, do you know what it is?
There was like a bit
No,
of a percentage.
'cause I'm letting you
and
know.
Dan had to clarify it quickly.
No, because I want people to kill everyone for everything. Do you know why? Your skin gets thicker, and before you know it, with our team, there's nothing anyone outside of Filthy Fellas can
That
say
could say,
about
yeah.
us that we haven't said about each other
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
So when you come in and try to say something new, we're looking at you laughing like, bro, we've been training for weeks. Because I've said to everyone, this industry is horrible, bro. So we need to build up a little world where we're learning our little fighting mechanisms, and so now when we step
Yeah.
into the world and people say certain things to us, it's like, well, we've been on Filthy Fellas, so nothing you say to me can hurt. Do you know what I mean? It's like it was like a great abusive relationship. It's like an abusive relationship you really enjoy,
Yeah,
which sounds mad.
because man know when they go there every week, somebody's about to get buried.
Every
Someone
week,
is
bro.
getting buried.
After I fell off stage, I knew it was me.
Yeah.
I was scared. I still am now.
Have you recorded that one?
Yeah,
Yesterday.
I came out yesterday.
Good.
it was really, really good. Please check out the Filthy Fellas channel. It was really Chucky. You wait, you just come back.
Yeah, I'd come back still. I'll come back. I'll definitely come back still. Poet's rubbing his hands together so he can. Do you know what? One day I'm gonna come. I'm gonna be on Filthy Fellas or a show. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have my whole comedy set just to get, like that's the petty thing in me. Because obviously it's
come
bad.
ready.
But one day, there's gonna be one day I'm gonna just come and I'm gonna swing.
Save that for for Gasworks.
Okay,
We have to get Dan and you on Gasworks soon.
Yeah, we do that.
That is gonna be. I'm gonna say Alhan. Now you gotta say everything to Chucky's face.
No, you lot did. Wait. No. You lot did. Do you know what the funny thing was actually? Yeah.
When did we say it to your face? I know.
No, not to my face.
Yeah.
Oh no, you didn't say it. But you still you said it in an environment where
You're
it
gonna
was
see
on
it.
thing and everyone was seeing it. But what it was, yeah. So
When?
I'd already seen it. These lot was on there battering me for about a minute and a half.
Explain it to some people.
Oh yeah. So okay.
Explain what's going on.
So it was the episode where Marcus Nasty was on, I think, on Gasworks. And in the beginning of Gasworks, before they bring out a guest, them two just have a little chat, yeah? So I don't know what happened, but in there, my name comes up and these lot are just giving me an absolute toasting, yeah? They was giving me an absolute do you know what? The toasting was so strong that like, it almost seemed like man wasn't even trying to bust a joke. Man was actually just trying to just
Kill man.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Dan, do you know what it is? Do you know why we do it as well? I am tired of being the person where I was like, yeah, man, follow my friend.
Yeah, I know.
I want to find an alternative method to make
let people
people
follow.
Of course.
So if I get at someone, I know people are gonna go over there and look. And if they get at, and one thing that Chucky done was lit, he got back at us.
Yeah.
So now people are watching something and they might just follow Chucky off the back of it. And I think that's lit.
So, and the thing is, I know Poet in it, so it's like when he's doing that, he does that. I'm not the special one. He does it with everyone, all of his friends, everyone that he's close to. Everyone has a turn. But also what I like is that he's always down for it being the energy being shifted on him.
Yeah.
So it's not like he does it, but he can't take it. So I see it, whatever, boom. So I see a couple people at me like, raw, and they're sending me the clip and all of these things. But what happened was, one of my cousins hit me, and he was like, is my man is he your brethren, bro? Like, obviously, my man was, and then just as he was about to start giving all of, I'm like, no, like, I explained, trust me, if you listen to the podcast, you watch everything that he does this with, there's not one part of bad energy that is in it. So it's like, it's not a thing. But yeah, I had a couple of people that would hit me like, Chuck's like, I mean, what's going on? And I'm like, bro, seriously.
Do you know why?
They don't watch, those people that do it don't watch you enough to know that that's what you do.
And it's not
Do you
just
get
that,
me?
they're judging life by their own principles. We shouldn't just
That's
say,
true.
because I wouldn't take something, why are you taking it? That is not life. The reason why you're not taking it is, I don't know you. You don't know me. So for you to have expectations of me is a mad thing.
Yeah.
Chucky comes to my house.
But if this is the
He's
thing,
my kid.
if I was on a gangster thing,
Yeah.
I would have been like, you know what? The gangster side would have been like, Poet, yeah, you could do that, but Alhan, I don't know you enough. You better be careful over there.
Chucky?
Yeah. You
You
better be careful over there.
You gotta do
Because
that
you know
when you
what?
go on.
Hold on,
When
wait
you go
one
on,
sec.
it's gotta be like-
Because Poet is super certified out here and he knows everyone or whatever, the new buck, it doesn't give the entitlement for the
Don't
new
worry.
buck to just come and start doing that. So you have to be careful.
Chucks.
Get him right
I'll
now.
be honest. I love Alhan. I'm sorry, I love him. That is my guy. I'll defend him to the
No, I
death.
like Alhan as well.
But we've got the phone calls before.
What's that?
We've got the phone calls.
What do you mean the phone calls?
Killing people.
People just saying, couple ice cubes in the cup.
Oh, what?
Not me.
Okay. Now you know what? People will get used to Alhan and all of that stuff, and like
yeah.
obviously
Alhan-
it's cool and he's safe.
Yeah. Let
me
But
tell you something.
but you do have to remember sometimes. This is just a message for anyone. See, when you're rolling around with the certified Don, yeah, be careful when you go on the front line on the thing of you're gonna back your thing, because somebody might test you.
And I'll be honest with you, Alhan,
And the dude behind you,
Alhan, I can tell you one thing, is a brave boy. And one thing, the reason why he gets away with a lot of things, yeah, is because that boy's got a fucking heart of gold.
Nah, I
He
know
will
that.
help everyone. I've seen him help Bear Man. I've seen him try and push Bear Man into things. Like, he's not a man that's going there by himself.
Yeah.
He may make it the Alhan show, but trust me,
Nah, he's
he
cool.
will help. And it doesn't matter who you are as well.
Well, let me ask you this anyway.
I love him.
Are you
I love
doing
him.
the I love Alhan thing because he felt like you threw him under the bus on the last episode?
No, oh, no. I don't know if it's going to
He
get
was a
plugged.
little bit upset about that.
I killed him. On the next Gasworks with Hardy Caprio, I absolutely murdered him to his face and told him, bro, fucking shut up, man.
I'm
Like,
gonna he wanted
you've
to come.
built a career of absolutely mullering people.
Yeah.
I had an opinion. If I was so wrong, why are you upset? That's my guy, but that's the relationships I have with everyone. Do you know why?
Of course.
So there's no animosity, no malice. No one goes home and lays down with their gal and pillow talks and says, boy, and I think Poet don't like. No one has to do that with me. I say to everyone, if you're unsure of whether I like you, phone me. I have no problem telling you.
Word.
I genuinely have no problem saying to you, do you know what? I don't like you. I don't think we should talk, because it doesn't mean that much to me.
Nah, I hear you.
I swear to God, like, I have really good people. Like, all of you lot in this room, I'll fucking die for you. If someone I don't know that well has an issue with me
Well,
and says,
but I'm
"Man,
gonna
let's
put that
talk,"
one to the test.